So we're here today to talk about taking time for yourself, taking time just to have tea, just to relax and take a few moments for yourself, hopefully every day. I, for one, have studied traditional Japanese tea ceremony for quite some time. And that's a commitment to a lifetime of study. One of my favorite things about tea is that it's as simple as whisking something at the kitchen sink or an elaborate gathering where you have guests come, everyone in kimono. But the beautiful aspect of it is just taking a few moments and making a bowl of tea. For a lot of people, they don't have tea, matcha, they don't have green tea, powdered green tea. They may not have all the perfect utensils. So you can actually make leaf tea. You can even make yourself a cup of coffee or cocoa, right? And just take a few moments, sit down, relax, do nothing else but just have that refreshment. I found doing something like that is wonderful to start a day, that you have a few moments just for yourself. No computers, no pets around, just for yourself. I like doing that every morning and sitting in front of my front windows where I can look out and there's trees, there's a garden. Nothing else exists but just those few moments. Of course, that's not necessarily all there is to tea ceremony. And perhaps the way of looking at that is looking back at the history of tea. And of course, globally, the history of tea goes back thousands of years. And drinking tea in various ways, making tea for yourself or for others. Eventually, the art of making tea came to Japan. And the original aspect of making tea and consuming it was in Buddhist monasteries, where they drank it in order to enliven their meditation practice, to sharpen their senses to hours and hours of meditation, and to just be present. We don't want to think doing this process, this procedure, is only for sacred tea rooms, or spaces like that. Anybody can whisk a bowl of matcha anywhere and enjoy the elements, looking out at the green of nature, looking out at the birds, the squirrels, other animals that happen to be there, just appreciating them. In tea, you can appreciate the five senses, right? And I think that's important because our lives are so filled with being somewhere on time, being able to look up something with a computer anytime, right? Instead of just relaxing into what is this elixir that I'm drinking doing to my body, mind, and soul. There's a wonderful quote about tea ceremony, about chado, the way of tea. But I like to look at these words as not only holding a bowl of whisked matcha, but just having something that you are going to consume, that you're going to sit down and just relax, taking time for tea. The quote is, "In my own hands, I hold a bowl of tea. I see all of nature represented in its deep green color. Closing my eyes, I find green mountains, pure water within my own heart. Silently sitting alone, drinking tea, I feel these become part of me. Sharing this bowl of tea with others, they too become one with the tea and with nature. That we can find an everlasting tranquility in our own lives, in the company of others, is the paradox that is the way of tea.